Welcome back to Talk About Life with T. Oh, so a lot has been going on since the last time I posted. It's been a lot of protests. I know when I posted before, the protest hadn't actually happened, and I see there's been a lot of protesting all over the country. And I just want to thank you all for getting out those individuals that got out there and had peaceful protesting because that's what it's about, the nonviolence protesting. So, good for all of you that got out there and did that. I really, thank you. Thank you, because I mean that's really what it's about, to be out there and exercise your right to do that, and do it in the manner in which is legal to do. Um, so there's a lot going on. I remember last time when I talked, I mentioned about how can we get involved? And I see a whole lot of individuals have already moved and how they want to get involved, and they got involved with the protests. And protesting all around and that nature there. Okay, but then there's some of us, that protesting, not interested in protesting, don't have the time to protest, and so what can we do? What can those individuals that says, okay, protesting is kind of not my thing, what can we do that still allow me to get involved in what's going on? And so the other things, there's local, every city has local commissions, local councils, so you actually can get involved in those, join one, get on one of those councils where your voice can be heard and you can be a part of the decision making and what's happening. Go to the city council meeting. Each city council member, I'm sure, got a website, and if you just can't do it because you're working and they meet a time that's not convenient, they have office hours and stuff like that you're able to arrange to, sit down and talk with them. Some even have open door policy where you can go and sit down and talk with them. And if you can't do that, they have emails, so you can, email them. Okay, these are my thoughts. This is what's going on. What you're going to do about it. And don't just do it one time. If you're going to engage it, follow up. Follow up and get a response. Follow up and say, that they, first of all, that they got it, and secondly, that they are hearing you. And the way you do that is by, you're following up and see that they got it, and that, and they should respond back to you on, they looking into it, what they, some of the things they looking into doing, even call you in, when the time is convenient, to meet with you. So there's some ways, to kind of, stay active and stay involved, because just to, voting is, that's part of it. Part of it is, they have the right to vote, exercising your right to vote, getting out and voting. Afterwards, it's kind of, okay, where do we go from there? So it's getting involved, staying involved. You got involved when you, decided to say, okay, you know what, I'm really going to exercise my right to vote. So you got involved. So now you're involved. Keep them involved. Stay involved. The city council, they have meetings, and you can go on their web page, for your prospective cities, and see when they meet. And then you go, and then they have their agendas are posted, so you can see, kind of look and see what they're going to talk about. And so those certain issues, that concerned about, you can show up and you can actually express and share your concerns about whatever the item is on their agenda. So and it's open to the public, and you'll have a right as a public, to be able to be present, and also to be able to participate, engage in a discussion. Then it's required for them to allow you to do that, especially if they vote in on things on the agenda. You are allowed to speak to those items before they vote on those, so that way that your input and concerns has been heard. Okay, so you want to kind of do that, stay on top of it, do it, on a regular. Again, they have different, commission and councils that you can get involved in. You can actually join them. You can apply to say, okay, I want to sit on this council, I want to sit on this commission, and actually be an active voice in the discussion that's happening on those councils and commissions, because as a member of those councils and commissions, you engage in discussion, in the dialogue, in the decisions, require your vote, you vote, and so your voices, that's another way that your voice can be heard. But so it's things that we can do, like I said, emails. So as we protesting and getting involved, what do we want to see change? So comment. I want to hear how do you feel? One, how do you feel about the protesting that's going on? What are your thoughts on it? Please comment below and let me hear what those are, because I really like to to know what they are, and then when I come back and post again, I can address some of those concerns or thoughts that you have, because I really would like to know. So so make sure that you comment and tell me what you're thinking, because it helps to know what you're thinking and how you feel. So so I can kind of talk about some of the thoughts you have. I can share those with other people as well. So make sure that you do that. It's important. Like me, subscribe. Like I said, when you subscribe, whenever I post, you'll get a notice and let you know that I just posted, and then you can go ahead at that point, and then you can kind of look at the post. But it's important, like I said, to get involved. I just kind of hear your concerns. What do you think about the electoral, where he says, okay, you got the electoral, votes, 270, where the popular vote. I mean, what do you think? I mean, I want to hear your thoughts on that. Should we get rid of that? Is protesting, is what we're doing to says, no, this ain't right. We need to do popular vote, and so we want to hear, I want to hear, what your thoughts on that. Because it's really seems that for everybody, vote to count, that the more popular, everybody vote, those that everybody go in, they vote, they count all the votes, and the one that have the most votes win. So, I mean, do you think that's, that's a route to go? You have certain states, the population is much smaller, and so the electoral vote kind of give them, some kind of even kind of battleground, a battle, position when it comes down to, the votes itself. Make sure that their voices is being heard in the much smaller, states. So, and other states have larger population, of course, they have more votes. So, I mean, that's one of the reasons. But, I mean, should it be that one time we heard, our president-elect, talk about that he didn't like that when they was trying to decide on whether or not he gets the vote in order to be the nominee for that party, and he really was like totally against. We need to get rid of it. Okay, so I mean, I just wanted your thoughts. Tell me what you think about that. What do you think about the that process? I mean, should we keep it? Should we get rid of it? I really like to hear your thoughts on that, because it really make a difference when you have, the actual person that won got the electoral votes, but the majority of the Americans said, no, we all voted for someone else. So, tell me what you think about it. Tell me, what you think should happen, how you think it should look. Give me, your thoughts on it. I really like to know. Moving forward, the propositions has gone forth, and I hear a lot of individuals, that are talking that they thought they was voting, one way on the banning of the single-use plastic bags, and then they get in and find out, oh wow, I didn't know that I was voting on it this way. I hope that I explained it. That what yes mean, that you can't use them anymore, so I hope I did a good job in doing that. Let me know, because I hear a lot of people, thought that they was voting the other way on that particular proposition. So just let me know what you think. Let me know some thoughts. Let me know, how you feel, you would like to, get involved. And have you been talking to anyone and other people, about getting involved? Do you know, individuals that are actually involved in the city council meetings, the different councils they have, commissions that your city have, are anyone that sit on those, and what are their thoughts on it. So I just would really like to know, what your thoughts are. So comment below. Let me know what you think. Really, just kind of here. I want to hear your comments. I want to hear your comments. So kind of can see, what they are, and kind of talk about them. Give me some direction on what you're feeling. I would like to know what you're feeling and what your thoughts are. And so that helped me out as well. So go ahead and make sure that you do that. Comment, like me, subscribe. And so until next time, we're going to come back, and I'm hopefully got a lot of comments, and I can start talking about those comments, and then move forward from there. Until next time, have a good day, night, and evening. Goodbye.